In order to be able to work as a family nurse practitioner in the United States, you have to pass a national certification exam. Despite that I was born and raised in Japan, and in fact I moved to United States at age 25, English is not my first language, but I was able to pass the exam with first try, and in fact I was one of the first ones to pass the exam among my classmates. And I'm gonna share with you 3 secrets to pass the certification exam with the shortest amount of time. Let's dive in. Hi, thank you for joining us today. Before we dive into today's topic, I have a gift for you. I made a free PDF about the nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist to help you to prepare for job interviews so you can feel confident and get great opportunities to achieve your dream lifestyle. This is actually a part of our new program, New Grad Nurse Practitioner Career Accelerator, which will be launched in June, but I decided to share this amazing resource with you to show my appreciation for supporting my channel. To get this free nurse practitioner job interview prep checklist, you can go to usa.jnpproject.com/interview. Again, usa.jnpproject.com/interview. And we will give you this free PDF download in addition to weekly emails that are full of information to help you successfully complete nurse practitioner program and build amazing nurse practitioner careers. All right, let's dive into today's episode. So in this episode, I'm gonna share with you 3 secrets to pass the certification exam with the shortest amount of time. First secret is to take the review course as soon as possible. You might think, I'm not gonna take exam until I graduate, so I'm probably gonna take the review course during the last year of my nurse practitioner program, maybe during the last semester of my nurse practitioner program. And I know many people will do that, and I did that as well. But actually, those review courses will be very helpful for your clinical training and for your didactic courses. So I'd recommend to take those review courses for certification exam even during the first year of nurse practitioner program, because you can get so many benefits for the same amount of money that you spend for the review courses. But also, if you keep using those knowledge during the clinical training, that will easily stick to your brain and you might be able to perform well on the exam. So first tip is definitely take the review course as soon as possible. Second tip is to limit resources that you use to study for certification exam to 1 to 2 resources. 3 maximum, but probably 2 is the better number. So there are so many resources available. Even when I was, graduate from nurse practitioner program, there are multiple resources available. And now with social media and everything online, there are way more resources available. But when I use 3 resources, I realized that their methods sometimes contradict and really confused me. I wasn't sure what to follow. So from that experience, I learned you should probably use 1 or 2 resources only and then try to study them deeply instead of trying to get different resources and learn them only the shallow part, but you don't really learn, then you might not actually perform well on the exam. So try to limit your resources to 1 to 2 resources. Third secret is to take the certification exam as soon as possible. So for MSN student, you can actually take the exam up to 6 months prior to graduation. And for DNP student, you can take up to 1 year prior to graduation. And I also did this. So during my MSN program, the last semester was writing a capstone. By the time I already finished all the clinical hours, all the didactic courses. So what I had to do was to submit a letter from program director to certify that I finished all the required clinical hours and didactic courses. So I was able to sit for the exam before I graduate. And this worked out really great for two reasons. One is I was on a student visa. I only had 1 year to look for a job that can support me to get work visa or permanent residency. So I really need to get out there and look for a job as soon as possible. So by passing the exam before I graduate, and once I graduate, I was able to right away look for a job, because most of the employers appreciate applicants to at least pass the certification exam, because some people might not pass the exam, so they want to make sure that you are actually be able to work within a certain period of time. It's hard to look for a job when you didn't even take the certification exam, because employer aren't sure when you're going to be ready to work with them. So for me, I was able to pass the certification exam before I graduate. So as soon as I graduate, I was ready to go to look for a job. And in fact, I was the first one to get job offers as a nurse practitioner among my classmates. So it worked really well, especially I was under a lot of pressure as an international student. Another benefit of doing this method is, especially nowadays, there are so many nurse practitioner programs out there. That means there will be so many new grad nurse practitioners looking for jobs and maybe fighting over the same positions. So you want to make sure you don't apply for the jobs when there is a peak of applicants. You might want to be ahead of the game, so when there is an opportunity, you can grab the opportunity. Try to take the certification exam as soon as possible. Don't postpone. You will be ready. You will make it happen. Postponing won't solve the problem, and also it will be good for so many reasons. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and make sure to follow my channel. If you have any questions or requests for future episodes, please write down in the comment section. Alright, I'll see you in the next episode. Aloha!